purpose. Okay, no? So that's why if anybody asks you what is the purpose of SQL, means that the purpose of SQL is what now? Communicating with the databases. And the databases may be any database which must be comes under relational model. So relational databases, what I said in the last classes, okay, Oracle, SQL Server, MySQL, DB2, Sybase, Informix, Ingressus, Teradata, MaxDB, PostGRE, SQL. So these are the top 10 products, very, very popular and very oftenly, where most of the companies are going to be using these 10 products. And the 10 softwares or products are completely relational database management system products. Okay, no? And these all, if any database within this, out of 10, any database, do you want to communicate? There is one and only one language. That language is called as what? SQL. So Oracle's people are using SQL language to communication purpose. SQL Server people are using SQL language for communication purpose. MySQL people also using SQL language for communication purpose. So in my first day, I think so I said, okay, SQL is a common language, okay, in all the relational databases. But as per the tool, it will be changing how much 20% will be different. Remaining 80% of queries, syntaxes, formulas, and concepts almost equal. So that is the reason once you have a one database knowledge, okay, if you have a good knowledge on Oracle, you can easily handle SQL Server also. You can easily handle MySQL also. You can easily handle DB2 also. You can easily handle PostGRE SQLs also. Okay, na? So any one database based, if you're learning a language SQL, that will be supporting to remaining all databases can be handled it. Okay, but 80% is okay, but 20% will be differences as per the tool. If it is a Oracle SQL, so 20% is different. If SQL Server SQL, 20% is different. MySQL SQL, 20% is different. And the 20% difference, if you identify, then you can rock in industry. Or you can go for interact to any database. The 20% is if you understand. Okay, na? Remaining 80% is common, same topics. Okay, right. So now, that's why what I can say, SQL is used for, next point right now, SQL is used to communicate with the databases like Oracle, SQL Server, MySQL, DB2, and so on, etc. So SQL is used to communicate with the databases like Oracle, SQL Server, MySQL, DB2, etc. And now, so this SQL language initially, okay, the name of SQL language is what now? SQL. So that means your IBM company was introducing this language in the name of SQL. That is the first name of your SQL. After that name was renamed by IBM again SQL. So that's why nowadays so many people, if you go to outside in the companies also, so many programmers and developers and employees, they just call it SQL also. So your SQL language, SQL language, both are same. Just as SQL is the old name, at the first initial name of your SQL language. Then later on IBM changed as a SQL. So that's why SQL, SQL both are same. Don't confuse. Okay, na? Right. So now write down. The initial name of SQL, the initial name is SQL. Name is SQL, and later renamed as SQL. Okay, right. And now this SQL language, okay, and I said to you, so this language, when we want to use our queries, whatever you can use from this language, every query and statement and syntaxes you can write into any case characters. Okay, so there is no limitations, there is no restrictions that I should write in this lower character only, in this upper only. That kind of restrictions are not there. For example, if you go to java.net, these are what now? Case sensitive languages. So case sensitive means what now? Wherever I want to give a capitals, there should be give a capital only. Wherever I want to give a small case character, there should be give a small case only. So that is when you check like this while you are writing a code or developing a code, then the type of languages are called as a case sensitive. For example, if you go for to see, if I'm going to writing static void main, okay, so this statement, if .NET people will write this, it was showing error. Okay, .NET people purpose, this is a error. Why? Because in .NET, every method name or every function name, okay, every property name must be have a capitals. That is in .NET. So that means when they want to write a program, static void M is a capital, then only their programs can be executed. Okay, but the same thing if you try in Java, what happened? Error. Because in Java, what should be here? All are small. This is Java. Capital M is a .NET. Understand now? So like this is this kind of this variation, this kind of checking when you want to do, then you just remember that my language is a case sensitive. But this kind of confusion is not required in SQL language because SQL language is not a case sensitive. Okay, na? Write down. SQL is not a case sensitive language. Is not a case sensitive language. That means we can write SQL queries. We can write SQL queries in uppercase or else lowercase or else the combination of upper and lower. The combination of upper and lower case characters. Okay, so you can write the combination of upper and lower case characters. So here you don't want to use any restrictions, any limitations are not there here. Okay, na? Right. So that means what it was, for example, you can write like this. My query is select a star from EMP. So this will be successfully executed. And if you want to write your example of query in all lowercase characters, select star from EMP. So this is also executed successfully. Okay. And next one, if you want to write in the combination of capital and small, select, okay, star from EMP. So in this also, your query is successfully executed. There is nothing problem. Okay, na? Right. So these are what we called as a not a case sensitive. Okay. But here the point should be remembered. What is that? Your queries are not a case sensitive. That's okay. But every SQL query, that means statements, must be end with a semicolon. If you are not using semicolon, immediately it was showing what now? Error. Understand now? Immediately it was showing what now? Error. So that's why every query should ends with a semicolon. It's mandatory. Understand now? So now next point. Every SQL statement is nothing but query. Okay. Statement or query should ends with a semicolon. Should ends with a semicolon. Okay, now? Right. So now, next one. Here, observe. Next one is what now? Your SQL queries are not a case sensitive, but should be end with a semicolon, I said. But query is not a case sensitive, but in our Oracle, whatever the data are you stored, the storing of data is a case sensitive. So your query is not a case sensitive, but data is a case sensitive. What is the mean by this? Let me come out and see. So I just go to my SQL Plus. Okay. And uh, actually I drop it now yesterday, MyDB 6 p.m. Huh? Okay, now I'm creating. So create, what is this user? What is that? MyDB 6 p.m. So identified by MyDB 6 p.m. So this is my new user. And after immediately what permission I have to take? Connect permission. I want to take here. So connect to, what is this? MyDB 6 p.m. Okay, fine. Connected. After connected, I just go to connect with my user account, MyDB 6 p.m. / MyDB 6 p.m. Okay. So I connected here. But in this database, that means in my user database, in my user account, suppose I want to view, is there any tables are there or not there? Okay, na? Let me come out and see. How to view the tables or list of tables in your database means select a star from tab. So this is one query. This query we should use whenever you want to see the list of tables in your database. And now I just go to see, but what it was tell us, no rows. So nothing was there. That's why what I can do now, I'm going to creating one table, and already Oracle demo tables I have here. And these tables I downloaded from a Oracle corporation. That means Oracle website I downloaded. And these tables I'm sending to you also in Google Classroom. So when you are practicing time, these tables are taken now. So first here observe, what I said, data is a case sensitive. That point I'm discussing here, but later I will discuss with you what is number, what is varchar, what is date, what is 7,2. This all we will be discussing. Okay, na? Right. So now I'm trying to create one table. The table name is what now? EMP. And with some columns, number, name, job, MGR, hire date, salary, commission, department number. So what I'm going to do, this table, I'm going to creating under. So where I'm creating under? In MyDB 6 p.m. user account. So this query, just paste it now. So I'm writing this, but you carefully observe your MyDB 6 p.m. user is having any permissions to create a table? Are you taking any permissions? No. As of now, we are taking permission. What permission I'm taking here? Only connectivity permission I'm taking. But still now, I'm not taking permissions about the table creations. So what it was happen if I try, if I try to create immediately after user created, login successfully, and immediately try to create a table, what it was happening to me, it was showing error. And what it was said to me? Insufficient privileges. So that means what you understand, once you connected, it's not like that you can do anything. Yes or no? After connected also, if you want to create a table, again you required a permission. Got it my point now? So now understanding the security, how it will be? Yes or no? Step-by-step security. That is called a role-based security mechanisms followed by Oracle. Okay, and now see. So this permission, who will give it again? Now understanding na? System database admin through user through differences. Understand na? If I'm going to connecting with system, what happened? Directly I created table yesterday or day before yesterday. Created a but here user through, if I created, it was asking to me, you don't have a permission. So that's the differences of user and administrator. That's why you should practice with the user. Then only you can get some idea. Okay, na? So now what I want to do, this permission I have to take. Take from whom? System, because he is admin. Now, so he will give permission. Grant, which permission? Create a table to whom? MyDB 6 p.m. user. Okay. So granted. Create a table permissions are granted. Now you can go the user mydb 6 p.m. / mydb 6 p.m. Okay, now connected, and now the query I will again copy paste now. What it was happened again, I just semicolon, it's a mandatory for semicolon, and now I'm executing this table once you can see. Table created, yes. Table created, okay. Up to here, I understand that. What you understand? Connectivity permission, connectivity purpose, need a permission. Creating table purpose also need a permission. Okay. Now data I want to insert. Okay. Now I'm inserting some data from this table I'm taking now. Okay. Insert query. These all queries are we are discussing now in this part. Okay. So some data I'm inserting now. Some data I'm inserting now. What it was happen, careful observe. Again, now I'm going to insert this data. So I'm inserting this data here. Something is problem. What is the problem? No privileges. See, if I'm inserting the data, if I'm trying to insert, okay, table is created. After table created, one record I try to insert it. When I inserted one record into my table or data into my table, what is the data? Employee number 7369, employee name Smith, employee job clerk, employee MGR number 7902, employee hire dates. So this is my hire date by using of 2_date. What 2_date? In the future classes you can understand. So the date I inserted. And later salary was 800 rupees. Commission is a null, and department number is a 20. So all fields, how many fields here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 8 fields we have is nothing but 8 columns we have. Then 8 columns, 8 values I'm passing. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But what immediately showing to me? What immediately showing to me? No privileges on table space users. So again, the problem is what now? Connected success. Creating table success. But data storing, again, permissions. So which permission it was asking to me? You don't have a permission on what? Table space. That means for every table once you created, every table is treated as an object, and to that object system is allocating some memory. Okay, but that memory utilization permissions are mydb 6 p.m. user is not having. That's why user cannot insert the data. Understand my point now? So that means again what I want to do? Again I want to take a permission. See, understanding now user database settlement differences. These are all knowledges. If you want it now, you can work like this. Okay, sir. And now which permission I have to take, sir? Okay, now I just come out here. So this record also I'm trying to insert, but no privileges it was saying to me. And now I have to connect with my admin. Who is my admin? System, my password tiger, and he will be give it a grant permission. Now grant, yes, see carefully, grant unlimited. Okay, table space. Okay, na? To whom? mydb 6 p.m. So here, why are you using unlimited? Because of reason I said already. Databases are not having any particular or fixed sizes. It's a unlimited size. How it is? Okay, for example, in this laptop, my hard disk memory 1 terabyte. So in this system, if I install my software, my database software, if I install, then what is the capacity of my database? 1 terabyte. If your laptop, you are using 2 terabytes of hard disk. And in your laptop, again, Oracle database server software is installed. It means that in your laptop, your database size is how much? 2 terabytes. Suppose your laptop, you have 1 petabyte of hard disk, and you are also install your Oracle software. So your hard disk, how much? 1 petabyte. That means your database memory, 1 petabyte. Got it my point now? So now tell me, what is the fixed size? 1 TB, 1 TB, 2 TB, 1 PB. Which is correct? No, that's why what we call the unlimited. It depends on your hard disk. Your hard disk, how much you maintain in your system, okay, that much memory will be utilizing for storing data. Understand now? So that's why here the people was given what now? Unlimited. What? Table space memory. You can utilize. To whom I was given this permission? MyDB 6 p.m. Okay, sir. Let's grant succeeded. After that, let me come here. MyDB 6 p.m. MyDB 6 p.m. and here also MyDB 6 p.m. I connected now and let me come out to insert that all records here. The total records I just go to take again. Okay, I inserted successfully row inserted. One row created, one row created, one row created, one row created, successfully created. But tell me, these are created, but these are temporary or permanent? Temporary. Then what should we do? Commit. I should be do commit. I should be do commit. Yes. Commit means permanent. Now your instance memory data, where it will be transferred? Database. Database is nothing but RAM or ROM. ROM is nothing but hard disk or RAM. Hard disk. Concept clear na? So now what I'm telling here, let me call this table if you want to see this table. And before that, I need to set some page size. This is what it is. We will explain in the class. Don't worry. So now I'm writing select a star from EMP table. This is complete my table. With complete table, I got it now. Okay. So employee numbers, employee names, jobs, manager numbers, their hire dates, their salaries, their commissions, their working department numbers. So total how many employees data? How many employees? 14 employees data. Okay. But here careful observe. So what so many people as a learner, what they confused here? See, here your employee name is which case characters all are? Uppercase capitals. But now, whenever I need to retrieve some employee data, generally we are writing the question, select a star from EMP, where E name, my column name is what now? Where E name is equals to Smith. So here careful observe. Query is not a case sensitive. Query is not a case sensitive, but data case sensitive. So now Smith data storing in which case character? Capitals, but I'm asking small. Is it matching? No. Then Oracle, what it will do? Observe. No rows. But Smith data is not there. There. But what it was telling to me? No data. Why, sir? Because my data is in capital. I saved my data in capital, but you're calling with the small. So both are not matching. So now you can see, then I will give it to your Smith. Will you get? Yes, you got it. So that means what do you understand, guys? And now you can see one more thing. Suppose I just write a small case characters, select a star from EMP, where E name is equals to Smith. Can I get? Can I get? No. Because data is a small. But the same thing, if I'm using here Smith, here careful observe. My query which format? Lower format. Query statement which format? Lowercase character. This is query, lowercase character. But data, uppercase. Now we can see, got it up. So that means what do you understand? Query is not a case sensitive, but data is a case sensitive in Oracle. This is highlight this point. Okay, na? So that's why while you are practicing doing some works, writing some queries, careful observe in my table data in which format I saved. First check same format of condition you can give here. Then only matching and retrieving. Your data is a small, you are using upper, not retrieve. Your data is upper, now you are using small, not a retrieve. Clear all of you now? So write down. Every SQL or SQL statement or query should ends with a semicolon. Now you can set in Oracle database data is case sensitive. In Oracle database, data is a case sensitive. Okay, right. So these are some points about your SQL. And now this SQL language is having some sub languages. What kind of sub languages are there? Now write down below. Sub languages of SQL. Sub languages of SQL. Okay, na? Mm. So basically, there are 5 sub languages. We have it here. One by one, I will give it to you. Just observe. First one we called as a data definition. Okay, language. Data definition language. That is we called as what a DDL. So in this, you have a commands here. The commands are called as what now? Create. And we are using what? Alter. And in this alter, again, we have a subcommands here. Alter, add. In this, we have a subcommands here. Alter, add. Next, alter, modify. Alter, modify. Next, alter, rename. Next, alter, drop. Okay, this is comes under alter command. And the next one, we have your rename command. And next, we have your truncate command. And next, we have your, okay, drop command. Okay, these are everyone knows. You all of you know, I think so. Okay, but in the latest versions, that means from Oracle 10G onwards, these commands are up to Oracle. What is this? 9i. But 10G onwards, okay, along with these commands, they're introducing some new commands also from the 10G onwards. Those commands are called as, that's called as a new features. What is the new features in this language? Okay, the first one we called as here recycle bin. Next one we called as here purg. Next one we called as here, okay, second one, oh sorry, second one flashback. And next third one is called as a purg. Okay, but can you remember we already discussed Express Edition, Enterprise Edition. Express Edition, these features are not a support. Remember now? But these features I can implement under Enterprise Editions. If you're trying this in your Express Edition, you are practicing these commands, immediately showing error. Okay, na? So that's why Enterprise Edition you should use. And now, second language. The second language is called as here data manipulation language. Data manipulation language. We called as DML. We called as DML. So in DML, you all of you know insert, and next we have your update, and next we have your delete. Okay, so these are again you have a existing commands, but up to 8i you have this. From the 9i onwards you have a new commands, that's called as a new features also added. So what kind of new features are there in this? The future commands. First one we called as here insert all command, and most important in real time, merge command. Okay, right. And now the third language, okay, we called as data retrieval, or else data query, okay, language. So we call shortcutly DRL or else DQL. Both are same. So in this, we have only one command. The command is called as a select. This command we are using for read-only purpose. This command we are using for read-only purpose. This command we are using for read-only purpose. Now, the next one, the fourth language here. Okay, transaction control language. We called as a TCL. So in this, we have some commands like commit, and we have some rollback, and we have some save point. So these are the commands which comes under TCL. And the next last final command that is called as data control language. So data controlling language. This is what we called as DCL. This is called as DCL. And now these are having the commands like now we are using recently grant command, and along with this, what is next? Revoke. Okay, now so these are complete your languages and along with your commands. Okay, so once you have these commands knowledge, okay, which command, which purpose we are using in real time or on database, if that awareness, if you have it now, then it was very, very easy for you to interacting and working on databases. Okay, now, and with these commands, we are going to be writing different kind of topics, different kind of the concepts, mechanisms we can implementing here, like joins, like subqueries, like indexes, like views, like primary key, foreign key relations. Okay, like we can go for normalization concepts. So these all are, if you want to understand, if you want to implement practically what is what, if you want to know about it, so you must be have the knowledge of these sub languages of SQL. Every command, if you have a good idea, then automatically you can understand that where I want to use which command. Okay, now so now I will give it all command explanations, okay, one by one, along with the syntax formula, along with the example. So definition, formula, example. Okay, like you can see, you will get easily understand what is what. Okay, the first language we will be discuss what now? DDL. So now you just take it out to your DDL language commands. Okay, in this, the first command we called as which command here? Create. So I will take a create. So basically create command, okay, where you want to use this command means, okay, so whenever you want to create a new table or a new view or a new sequence or a new synonym or a new procedure or a new function or a new triggers, okay, na, or a new indexes or a new clusters, any object, these are all are called as a objects. If any object, when the programmer want to create in my database here, there is only one command through I can do this all. That command is what now? create command. So that's why so many people saying like this, create command is using for to creating table. Okay. Not only table, view, synonym, indexes, cluster, procedure, function, package. Okay. Trigger. So many are there. So many different types of objects can be created under database with the help of which command? Create command. But based on the object, your formula change. Command is same, create. But remaining statement will be changed. Understand now? For example, suppose you want to create a table. How are you writing here? Create. Don't write, observe. Create table. Suppose here I'm giving table name and I'm passing some so and so columns, etc. This is table creation. Suppose I want to create a view. So same thing, I'm using same command, but here change, create what I'm creating, view, and I want to say view name. If I want to create a synonym, so again also I'm using create command, but syntax little bit change. Synonym, and I want to give it what now? Synonym name. If I want to create a sequence, create sequence, and I want to give here a sequence name. Understand now? If I want to create a index, create index. What is that? Index name. So that means what you understand here, this command is not only for table creations. Along with this command, we are going to be creating different types of objects in database. And these are all are called as a database objects. What is that? Table, view, synonym, sequence, index. These are called as a different types of objects. And these objects simply the people are called as a database objects. Database objects. In this any new object, if you want to create a compulsory create command, only the command. Understand? Na? But first of all, in this all, which one is core object? Core means what now? Very, very, very important. For example, in human body, what is the core component? Heart. Heart is a core component of human body. So core means very, very, very important. So here also, if you need to create a view, synonym, sequence, index, procedure, function, trigger, whatever you can create, this all will be created when you have a what? Table. If table is not there, then these are not possible to create. That's why relational databases, what is the core object? If anybody asks your interviews, can you tell me what is the core object in Oracle database or in SQL Server database or in MySQL database? Because so many people are confusing this question. The people thinking that core object. Core object means what? They're thinking like that. Your core object is nothing but your table. Once table is there, remaining all can be possible. If table is not there, remaining all can be not possible. Understand now? That's why the people saying that first you have to get idea on table creation. If you have a good idea, automatically these all are you can understand. If you are not understanding table, you can't understanding these concepts. And these are all are called as advanced topics in SQL. That all are we are discussing in our classes. Don't worry. Okay, na? Right now, create. Okay, to create a new database object in Oracle. Okay, na? So object in Oracle, I can say such as what is that? Tables. Next, views. Next, synonyms. Next, indexes. Okay, next, clusters, comma, etc. Okay. Now in this, what is our core object here? Table. And now the question will come to you. How to create a new table in Oracle database? Understand now? How to create a new table in Oracle database? Okay. Now what is my syntax? What is my syntax? The syntax, careful observe. Create table, table name of, table name of. You should give it your column name. Column name, one, whatever the name you can give it. And every column once you defined, okay, how I can define a column means with the help of a data type. With the help of what now? Data type. For simple example, generally in your C, Java, .NET, for example, I want to declare one variable. I want to declare one variable. How to declare variable? Ah, come on. What is the syntax for declaring variable? Data type, variable name. So that means, are you declaring like this? Yes or no? So, sir, this variable are you declared na in your programs? These variables, what is the purpose? Storing the values that everyone knows. So that means when I want to store some value in this variable or store some values in my, as per my program, first we need to declare a variable. So with the help of variables only, your values can be stored. And that variable, whenever I want to create, I require support of data type. So without a data type, can you do? No, never, impossible. Okay, na? How can you say? Same as in my table, I'm creating table. So in my table, I'm creating what now? Column name. This column name, why I'm creating columns? In the columns only, I'm storing data. Yes or no? This is your table structure, na? Yes or no? This is your table structure, na? When you have a column, this is a column. Column 1, column 2, column 3. So my data I am storing under columns. I'm storing under columns like 1, 2, 3. I'm storing in the columns. So that's why this column you must be created. But this column I'm using for storing some values purpose. So definitely I required a data type because I want to know which type of values are you storing under a column. Okay, how I knows, how I can find out based on data type. It means, for example, int x. Now in this x variable memory, which kind of data can I store? Only integer type. If I try to store string type, is it possible? No, it was showing immediately error. Same to same. So in column 1, which type of data you want to store? In column 2, which type of data you want to store? In column 3, which type of data you want to store? So how the programmer can understand that which data I want to store into which column? How the user will understand? Based on the data type of a column. Understand or not? So same as here, what I'm saying here, your column name, you just treat as a X. How your variable name is X, my column name is something. Okay, na? So now after this X declaration purpose, how we are using data type, my column declaration purpose, I need to use what now? Data type. Understand na? Then here what it was happening in the databases, data types, some data types are having size. Some data types are not having size. So that's why size I was given in the optional brackets. The set brackets is used for optional purpose. Okay, now? So some data types are having size, some is not. So what is that? I will explain the data types. Okay, now? Now you can define like this. So first column is successfully declared, comma. Next, second column I have to declare. So column name 2, and here also I have to give data type now. Yes, definitely. And size is a optional, comma, and so on, and close and semicolon. Okay. So like this, how many columns can I create in a table? 1000 columns you can create. Okay, 1000, up to 1000 columns you can create in one single table. That's the maximum capacity of your columns. So here some question will come to you. In Oracle, how many number of columns in a table means 1000. But somebody is asking, how many number of rows can I store in table? So a table can have 1000 columns. Same as a table can have how many number of rows? So the thing is, rows are unlimited. A table can store any number of rows. Don't tell limitation of row. It's not there. Only limitation for columns, but rows are unlimited. Understand na? So that point should be remember here. What I'm saying here, note point as you can take note. A table can have, a table contains 1000 columns, maximum 1000 columns. Okay, and unlimited rows. Now you're observe. Now tell me, sir, now I want to create a one table, sir, in my Oracle database. As per syntax follow, create, don't write, stop, don't write. Create table, table name. For example, my table name is student of, student information I want to store. What I required, which kind of information I can store about student? So first I have to take, sir, student ID. So student ID is my column name or field name or attribute name. That's okay. What next I have to show? Data type. Now here come a point. Here come to the point. Data type I want to mention here. If you mention data type, then only this column can be created. Without the data type, column cannot create. Okay. So now I want to give a data type. So before I want to give a data type as a programmer, first as a programmer, I should know that my Oracle database supporting which type of data types. Yes or no? That knowledge compulsory the programmer should need. Because without the data types knowledge, then how I can say if are you writing like an integer? But integer supported Oracle? Maybe. I don't know. Okay. So somebody is writing string. You have a C language, Java knowledge, Java data type you are using here, string. But string is supported database, huh? We don't know. So that's why what we can do, we want to know about the data types. So first, we are learning in our Oracle what type of data types are there, what are those, how those data types are working. If you know that knowledge, then you can happily go for design your table. So that's what I'm going to do here. I don't know the data type. So I just stop it here. I don't know data type. I want to stop it here. And first, what we want to do? What is our heading here? Data types in Oracle. Below right on now. Now you also take like this: create table student stid and stop it. Okay, now right. So now what are the data types are there? What are those? How many types? Okay, these all are we are discussing on which day? Tuesday. Okay, na? Monday holiday for the official holiday. It's not my holiday, official holiday, which was given by Naresh IT for the Ganesh festival. Okay. So for that purpose they given. Okay, na? And your next class on Tuesday. Data types are. Next class on data types. Okay, वो भी चलता है, right. So, okay, now we will meet on Tuesday again, and Tuesday we will discuss this, and later we will go for some practice. Okay, right, guys. Thank you so much.